Alright, what's up guys? J Skate Day here, and I'm going to be reviewing the Vans Ultrarange Pro Skate Shoe.
I like that a lot. Keep it going.
So this is the Vans Ultrarange Pro shoe. It is a bit of a runner type look, but trust me, it is super comfortable and amazing for skateboarding. So just off of the bottom here, I'm going to tell you guys is a huge difference that Vans has brought to the table. The bottom, just like the waffle cup shoes, are attached to one another because it is a cup sole. But at the same time, there's no like real chance of you like separating the fox lining from the sole of the shoe, and that is amazing because for those who drag their feet a lot when they're trying to stop, you don't have to worry about the shoe coming apart on you. The shoe is going to be suede all the way around the shoe except for, the jazz stripe here being leather, the mesh on the inside for breathability, and the mesh tongue. It's pretty durable. Honestly, almost feels like an in-between between suede and rubber. The shoe also features Duracap, so this whole entire front layer here, going all the way around, is backed up by the Duracap layer, which is another piece of rubber, and then a suede material that is behind that rubber. So technically you have 3 layers to the shoe. This shoe features a foam midsole, which is the reason why this shoe is light. So this midsole here, all of this white here, is actually like a foam, except for the very front here, which you need for durable kickflips, this, that, and the third. So it's mostly a foam, which is why it kind of scrunches down a little bit on the inside. But at the same time, it's super comfortable, and it also makes the insole of the shoe super comfortable as well. The insole of the shoe, the insole is not removable, which is actually something that Vans, as pro skate shoes, don't do a lot. The regular shoes normally come with a non-removable insole, the standard insole that everybody wears. The pro shoes normally come with a removable insole. The Vans Ultrarange Pro does not have that feature, but is okay because that foam sole, once again, also takes an impact, and honestly, it is better than most of the Vans shoes I have skated because of that. So we're going to go on ahead and talk about what's worn down for me. Of course, on my right shoe, nothing's really worn down. I don't do too much switch. You won't even notice like the areas where I hit switch heels and all that stuff. Like this shoe, this side of the shoe is
Wasn't
basically
that hard,
perfect.
nigga?
The only thing on this side of the shoe, honestly, that had any type of wear is the foam. And that's just going to crunch down off of impact and landing primo or whatever. But it's not like, this is going to die out or anything. It just crunches a little bit or it gives that crunchy look because it's foam. On the left side of the shoe, I had a little bit of wear on my kickflips, which is pretty normal for all the shoe reviews you might have seen from me, or if you just know me as a skater. I normally tear like around this general side of the rubber, like on the underlayer or whatever that may be on the foxing tape. And normally there's some insane hole that ends up going underneath the shoe through the insole to my underside of my foot or something like that, or just tearing completely down. I've had a whole shoe like actually split through the middle like that. Thankfully, it wasn't any of my Vans. When I did eventually rip through this foxing tape layer right here, it took a long time. Honestly, it was pretty recent when that did happen, and that's why I ended up switching to the white ones. I did get to a little bit of material here, but I'm pretty sure I could have kept skating this shoe for like another 3 weeks or so, because that layer, once again, is a capsule shoe, so the layer isn't like in between the foxing tape, so it's not like there's a split between the shoe that I would rip underneath of. But you can see that material here, showing that, the shoe is attached to the midsole or whatever. Doesn't really make too much of an issue for me because I knew that I wasn't going to actually rip through that part, being that I haven't ripped through the rest of the sole around this general area at the bottom. So I knew I was going to be fine. I did have a little bit of tearing up here as well, but that's actually pretty normal for ollies. This whole entire area is always going to be affected as long as you're doing and working on ollies. Not really an issue there because the shoelace system right here is generally super high on this shoe, so nothing to worry about, honestly. Varial heels and heel flips and all that didn't really affect over here. It's pretty much fine. There's just a little bit of stitching that came undone. That's the only thing wrong with that. Towards the back, the only issue I had is that with the Vans Ultrarange Pro, the Vans /Pro The little tab is here, and that's where most of my burial heels is. So that rip, not a big issue at all. Honestly, the only cons I've had for this shoe, really and truly, was that the internal sock liner takes a little bit of getting used to because I'll show you from the white shoe. It goes all the way down to the middle of, no, not the middle. It goes all the way down to the very top of the shoe. So that sock liner is all the way in there. The plus side to that sock liner being in there like that is that that shoe, the Ultrarange Pro, basically feels like a slip-on. It feels like slip-on. You barely feel the laces. This does not move off to the side or anything. It stays centered. Makes it easy to pull on. Makes it easy to take off. The only issue is that it's going to feel a tiny bit tighter because it feels like, to me, the Vans did not account for that taking up as much space. Maybe they have to make it a little bit thinner of a feel for the sock liner. But otherwise, honestly, other than that, this shoe is pretty much perfect. Yeah, honestly, the Vans Ultrarange Pro, in my opinion, is my favorite Vans skateboarding shoe. Honestly, I feel like Vans put the most work and effort into this shoe, which is probably why it is the most expensive Vans shoe. Ultrarange Pro would go for 90 or 85, something of that nature, or somewhere between 85 and 95. Vans Ultrarange Pro does go for. But honestly, from my perspective on Vans, if you were to spend that much money on a skate shoe, this would be the shoe to go for, especially from Vans, because it is literally the most durable Vans skateboarding shoe I have skated. The shoe held up. I still haven't put a hole in them. I probably won't put a hole in them, honestly, this time around, just because I want to try out some other shoes as well and get more reviews out for you guys. But once again, if there was a shoe that I need to skate for a while in, just because let's say I can go on ahead and get more skateboarding shoes, I need to save up money, I'm going to go on ahead and go to Vans first, and I'm going to go on ahead and get the Vans Ultrarange Pro because it does hold up pretty damn long, and it has everything I honestly need in a skateboarding shoe. The one thing that also stood out to me, normally on most of my shoe reviews, if I ever have a shoe that doesn't have a removable insole, I normally stop skating those within 2 to 3 weeks because the, insole that's standard in there that I can't remove normally hurts after a while. But for these shoes, I actually did not need a removable insole at all. I didn't need any like extra pad or anything like that for comfort in the shoe. The shoe actually holds up to its impact protection, like saying it's pretty protective, honestly. Honestly, I didn't even feel much impact going on through the shoe unless I like intentionally landed onto my heel really, really hard. Other than that, like, this shoe is honestly pretty perfect. I couldn't ask for a better Vans shoe, honestly. The only thing I guess I could ask for from Vans, if I were to ask a question for Vans to make a shoe like this, is to make a shoe this durable that looks like their normal shoes, like the skate highs or something like that. Or even just make a high top version of these, and I'll have them all the time. Shoot, if they had a high top version to the Ultrarange Pro, I would literally have that shoe all the damn time. Other than that, this is my review on the Vans Ultrarange Pro. Let me know if I didn't reach anything that you guys, had questions on for the Vans Ultrarange Pro. Honestly, let me know if you have questions. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about the Vans Ultrarange Pro, whether you like the shoe, whether you don't like the shoe. If you like this shoe review, of course, hit the like button, share it to somebody who may want to try out the Vans Ultrarange Pro. I know I'm a little bit late on this Vans Ultrarange Pro video, but hey, who cares? Hopefully you guys liked the review. Hopefully I hit most of the points, if not all of the points that you guys had. Until then, my name's Jay. I'll catch you guys later.